All right, we are back in Oxygen Not Included. We've made it to cycle 55. I never thought we'd make it this far. Let's hit resume game, and we can give you a summary on where we are in the game. I'm only gonna play for probably an hour, and then I'm going to be playing some multiplayer games with friends, and then I'll probably end the night with some Mario Maker. We'll see how it goes. So let's resume game and go through where we're at. All right. Okay, so we have a lot going on here. All these power issues that you're seeing, I have been told, are not actually power issues, and it's just the game loading in. So while we're on power, what we want to do this stream is we actually want to run all this heavy duty cable all the way out here, and we want to try to run a channel all the way up the side here so that we can start breaking these out into separate transformers and powering each one of these lines independently. So that's going to be one of our big goals. Let's see, going here, we also have this electrolyzer that we would like to set up to improve our oxygen production. We would like to get this carbon scrubber. This is probably the highest priority of our tasks right now, and I believe is dependent upon some research. But we would like to get this carbon skimmer set up, as the oxygen situation down here is dire. We have lost two duplicants in this area here because they were trapped behind a door. We want to avoid that this game if we can. Now, I could set up this skimmer to pull directly from this water source, but I've been told that this can be built into a closed loop system. If we look at research, I'm not sure what the item was. I believe it's this liquid distribution is the item we need in order to make this into a closed loop system, so we're not consuming water unnecessarily. However, it will still require power. So power is still going to be consumed, and it is not a full closed loop. This up here, I believe, is the only example of a closed loop system that I have built in so far. This creates oxygen from water. So I guess it still consumes water. So it wouldn't be fully closed loop, but it is sustaining. So these pumps pump out oxygen, the created oxygen, and this pump takes this hydrogen that is a byproduct of the electrolyzer and puts it into the hydrogen generator, which creates additional power, and that feeds the battery. And so this is pretty self-sufficient. However, the water consumption is a concern. Hey H2, it's good to see you. Sorry, I kind of missed you on the last stream. You were hopping on just as soon as I was hopping off. I feel like my Mario streams in the morning are just going longer and longer. Man is finally getting the hang of some things. Yes, I'm understanding. I'm learning and I'm understanding. But I keep losing. My duplicants. So we just booted up the game. I'm just kind of going through a rough summary of the overview of the situation before clicking play. The thing you might have missed, and I think this is the highest priority from my perspective for this, is I really want to get this system up and running, because I think the next step is building the power. So we want to run the power all the way out here. We want to dig a channel up, and then we want to start dumping some transformers in each one of these layers and then feed off of that. I finally began building my sauna. Nice. Doing things I don't know I feel out of my comfort and don't like the discomfort. This whole game is discomfort for me. Not it doesn't actually make me uncomfortable. I just don't know what I'm doing. So it's just a swing and a miss, generally speaking. And I'm happy to lose from time to time. Welcome back, United. It's good to see you. So we can definitely just set this as a deconstruct. We don't care about that transformer there. We've got bigger plans. The research is almost complete on the liquid distribution, so we can actually get this kicked off. And I think that's going to be our #1 priority once we hit play. Nice, United. How far, how fast? Give me any details you have. Just such a perfectionist that it drives me nuts sometimes. Okay, I could see that. I feel like a lot of people that really like games like this can get stuck in that mindset. Been thinking about the sauna for a whole day, watched the same vid 3 times, watched like 5 other vids, yeah, and literally just stared at my screen for a whole hour on how to set it up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could see that. I could see getting into that. Okay, so let's look at a couple other things before we click play here. One, we have this feeder that is allegedly feeding this Paku. I don't know how this is working. I don't know if there's any value to this system. I'm still learning about that. We do have some coal that is not currently being used and will likely need to go to feed our coal generators at some point. We were pumping this polluted water up, and it looks like we can actually stop this process now. So I'm going to set this as deconstruct. We just want to turn that fully off. We don't want to consume power there anymore. I would like to set up this fertilizer, but I feel like that's a lower priority, and I still might not even get to it today if I'm only playing for an hour. I biked 4 miles, fished, then went back 4 miles, 2 hours total. Nice. I love bike rides, and I have not been on a bike ride in a while. I should put that on the docket for tomorrow, even if it is something small. It would just be good to get the legs going again. Crops I feel like are doing pretty well. Rations might be a problem, but I don't think that this is loaded yet. We need to start thinking about our water sources a little bit better than we are currently, as this is starting to get a little low. We do have a pipsqueak down here. That's pretty interesting. I wonder if we want to remove a tile and wrangle that guy. Get him up here and potentially have some better dirt production. Yeah, so I think that's about it. We do want to do some exploration up here. I don't know how that works. I basically just set some of this stuff up as deconstruct so that we can at least get some of those materials. I don't know what those are all made out of. I would like to start building comfy beds for morale. So let's hit play and see what happens. We've got a lot of skill points. We've got long commutes. We still have insufficient oxygen generation, and we need to work on that. So United, just a general update. So I'm going to be playing this until 6 o'clock my time, and then I'm going to be playing the finals with a few people, I think. And then we'll probably end the night with some Mario Maker. We'll probably get a good couple of hours on Mario Maker again. So, how's your day been going? What have you been up to? Well, you biked, but have you done anything else exciting? Okay, so this was deconstructed. We have a Paku. I think that's gonna die. I don't know that I can save it. But we are gonna try a wrangle. Let's get a wrangle. Cannot wrangle. Cannot wrangle. Hmm. Yeah, I was wondering if I set this as a drop-off zone, if I could wrangle the fish. I don't think I can. I thought I only had oxygen for 10 dupes. Turned out it was actually 17. You got overhead. You're ready to expand. Okay, so research is coming in slowly. I'd like to see somebody get in on that. We don't have anything stored in the ration container. We need to start working on food. Amari is on it. Amari is getting it done. That's huge. Well, what are we doing down here? You're just getting more of this carbon. No. That had to have been copper. Okay, so we also want to just start working on this wire situation. So is this the heavy watt wire? Carries more wattage than regular wire without overloading. Carries more wattage than... So these are essentially the same. I don't understand which one's better, but I think this is what I have been using. We're going to continue building this way. Oh, actually, we're going to have to go around this. Yes. So we're going to have to dig down a little bit. I am concerned about this slime. The conductive is the best. Okay. I mean, we could cancel these. We could cancel these. Let's just deconstruct, actually. Let's do it the right way if we're going to do it. Heavy gauge wire deconstruct. Since it cannot overload, but it can't go through walls. Okay, I thought this couldn't go through walls, the one I was using. So I was planning around that, but yeah, that's okay. If it cannot go through walls, I am planning to come this direction, dip down. We're gonna go around, because I want this space to be fully cleared out for this production, the oxygen production. Is that a pause and wait? You got some good intel? I was mistaken, okay. So looking at this, we have the heavy watt wire and we have the heavy watt conductive wire. Both can't overload, but conductive wire is double the watt. Okay, so if I'm building a backbone for society, I probably want to use the better product. I agree. So we'll grab this. Grab that again. Okay, I'm just struggling with basic controls now. So we're going to do this, right? We are also going to select this heavy watt. We're going to deconstruct. Deconstruct. Okay, that's already being deconstructed. And we'll start getting this set up properly. Yeah, heavy watt conductive, okay. But you can easily upgrade later. Yes, okay. That's fine. I want to get this going, but again, my first priority, like before I dedicate too much time to this, is to get this going so that we don't lose more duplicates. Yeah, I probably have very limited refined metals. I'm assuming you can connect the two wires, right? So maybe I just worry about the good wires above the coal generators, and then we use the other wire for the remainder of my spine, and then we upgrade over time. This, we will actually want to just turn this to a ladder immediately. And then we'll start running up here for our power spine. Okay, so we got the research. That is huge. So what we want to do is, I believe that's going to be under plumbing, and we want the bottled drainer. So the bottle drainer, it doesn't connect up immediately like that. I wonder if we can just do it like this. I don't know if that's possible or not. We are about to find out. And we're going to do that, and we're going to prioritize this as like an 8. Let's see this get done. And let's see what happens. Also, the research, I don't really care anymore at this point, like what I'm researching. We're just, going down paths. Okay, so this does not work. We're suffocating. We pause immediately. Where are we suffocating? What's happening? Meep is suffocating. He has major eye irritation. It looks like he's getting out of it, so he should be okay. We're going to keep a close eye on Meep for a second and just see what happens. It looks like he got the oxygen. Okay, so he is breathing. That alert is gone. So hopefully I get a new one if something bad happens again. All right, so we try the bottle drainer. So I'm wondering if this will work like this. It just doesn't make sense that it would have, since it's a drainer, I'm not seeing like any way to get it up the pipe, but maybe it just works. Yeah, just get everything. Yeah, I agree. And we want this to be a priority. All this to be a priority. We've got starvation happening now. Yeah, everybody is hungry. There is food up here. We could probably do a couple things. Let's just throw some of that in there. I don't know if we have any of this. I'm just gonna throw some of those things in there. Let's get some mush bar going. Suboptimal, but food is food at this point. We can't lose more duplicates. I'm back again, and I had to claim first on a bunch of channels, then skedaddle. What do you mean by claim first? Be the first chatter? Is that how that works? Is that your MO? Yeah, good luck beating H2 on this game if I'm playing oxygen not included, you know? He's here quick. Okay, so this has started. We really need to get this going. 4 hours downtime. We still have issues with the vent. We know that this is not working because we're not producing enough. Maybe a long-term goal would be to have this. Well, I don't know. Maybe we just have multiple of these systems tying into this, and that way we have some overhead. Yeah, some people have a first option with channel point rewards, like how Quick Twitch quick or Discord notification quick. Okay. Yeah, I need to learn about this sort of thing. Still a lot to set up over here. I did see that you built a Discord for me. And it looked really good. Couple things that I'm a little concerned about though is one, like it looks better than my current Discord, but how would I get people over to the new Discord? And then two, I would certainly have concerns about not retaining ownership over my own Discord. So I'm not sure how all of that works. But I love the setup. It looks really good. It looks clean. Also, just as an update, you give me full ownership. Dope. Command in Twitch chat. Also, he can transfer the Discord server. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, that is helpful. Yeah, and United, I'm definitely down to make you a mod one of these days too. I just need to get a little bit more comfortable since we're just getting to know each other, you know? And I really don't know what the expectations are of mods and all that. This is all very foreign to me. Yeah. But I think you know what you're doing, and I would love to have the help. Yeah, you believe? All right. Long commutes, building lacks resources. Yep. I just really want this to be finished. Yeah, stop bots and bad people, bad behavior. That's dope. We are having power issues. Okay. I see the problem. We need to connect that immediately. So that is also a high priority. I don't want to make it a 9 because I want this to get finished. Yeah, I would be down to potentially transfer to the new Discord. I just need to get my head around it first. So maybe we sit on it for a day. Maybe I'll spend like an hour looking at it tomorrow and like understanding before we commit to something like that. Because my big concern with transferring over is that we lose people. Okay, so that is done. Okay, we're in it. So now we need this to be liquid, and we need this to be just water. And why we need this to be a high priority. But yeah, you can send H2 the invite or whatever. You can make the current server a secondary server. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I don't know how any of that works. So they can kind of be intrinsically linked. Life is going to be so much better over here once we get this this skimmer underway. That is like our biggest problem right now. We do have some rations. We've got some food production underway. Farming is happening. Things are temperate and warm. I got you. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, maybe like keep like I could technically just keep one as like the homies. And then have one for everyone else. That could work too. Okay. This is getting close. We really need a bottle dumped in here. We've started this. Our power should be back online. Gossman's making me nervous. That is not a good place for sleeping. Yeah. Current will be for OGs. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, so I think what is it called? Not partnership, something, but the Twitch thing. So I've got enough followers now, but I need to get my the people that are watching up, the average up. I think like I love playing like Oxygen Not Included, but the viewership is less. I think just as long as I make it one stream where I have this and then I have like Mario Maker later where I get like a lot more viewers, I think that'll keep my average up. Affiliate. No, that's the word. All right. I just really want to see this happen. It's like it's all that was on my mind last night, you know? Laying in bed thinking about dropping this water in here. Yeah, that is the thing if you stop the stream for a bit, yeah. Yo, Aether. How you doing, man? It's been a little bit of a problem. Yeah, you might have seen it all yesterday, but look at this. We got 3 gravestones. Right now, I'm currently waiting for this system to be finished so we can scrub or I guess skim all the carbon dioxide out of here. So we can continue working down here safely because I've just lost too many men. And nobody's bringing water down here. Is it because we don't have any bottled water? Do I need a piece of equipment to make bottled water? Bottle filler. I could make a bottle filler. Automatically stores pipe liquids into bottles for manual transport. Is that something I should look into, H2? All right. I think we pause for a moment and we look at skills. Joshua. Joshua is killing it on the agriculture game. We are just going to continue down that path. Welcome back, United. Lyra. I don't know. I mean, we can just... Oh, I guess we can't dump more points into that. I think we just have to go like another one of these routes. Okay, so let's just do carrying, I guess. It is useful for some things. I use it, for example, say if I need a room of hydrogen instead of building a whole pipe network to fill it, I just bring in the bottle and let that fill the room. Yeah, that makes sense. So the thing that I need it for currently is just to get this up and going. Like, I can't remember if it was you or Bonce that was talking about making this into a closed loop system yesterday. Yeah, Moldy, this is a ripoff for sure. I love this game. I've never actually seen Fallout Shelter. I mean, is that like a game called Fallout Shelter? I'm familiar with the Fallout series. Attach the bottle drainer, I think. Yeah, so we've got the bottle drainer, but I don't think we have any water bottles to put in it. I have this prioritized pretty high, but nobody's coming to fill it, and I've been waiting for a little while. Dollar store Fallout. That might actually be dope. So I've got it set to liquid and water. Enable auto bottle. If enabled, duplicants will deliver bottled liquids to this building directly from these sources. Okay. Cool. I did not see that setting. Let's see if that helps. We're going to go back to skills. Lindsay has skills. With the pending food scarcity issues, I think we need to go grilling and just make sure that we got some cooks ready to go. Steve. Oh, Steve. I know we don't have any medical equipment, but we are going to keep you moving in the direction of a doctor, I guess. I think that makes sense. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so let's deconstruct this heavy watt wire. Deconstruct that. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Deconstruct. We're going to want to build a bridge across this wire. So it doesn't destroy the wire when it comes time to do that. What are you doing today, Moldy? Anything fun? I've been playing a bunch of viewer levels in Mario Maker, and it's been so good. All right. We are going to want to start building things down here. I'm hesitant to do any construction until this is started so that we can get some oxygen down here. New printable. All right. So do we actually take somebody since we've lost so many? We do have 2 empty beds. Our food rations are nil, but I think we're okay. Let's look at our blueprints. Snazzy suit. Ooh, that could be really helpful. It's just increasing decor though. Insulation thickness. I'm not saying that it protects against any elements or anything like that. We've got Ruby, suit wearing, ranching, farming. Max, cooking and researching. Devon, researching, decorating, ranching. Green Thumb, kitchen menace. If we take anyone here, we take Ruby. Ruby is a binge eater. Okay. I think we just run with it. See what happens. We are researching currently. And this is still not happening. Oh. Ruby just came in and grabbed the bottle. The bottle I've been waiting for all this time. Ruby's the hero of the day. Comes in and immediately gets started. That's huge. I've been waiting, I don't know, at least 15 minutes for this to happen at this point. Let's see it. Let's see it. All right. All right. This is huge. What is F6? Is there any sort of issue here? Or is this working? This looks a little weird to me. Might be a bit too much. I mean, I just needed the bottle to start the system, right? Okay. So what do I do about that? Is there a way? There's no way to adjust pressure in this system. The sieve I've never used. It doesn't look like there's any... Separate one pipe with scissors. Okay. Which pipe should I separate? The bottle pipe? Or does it not matter? We just need to bleed this system, maybe. We'll pause so we don't waste time here. Both sides, okay. So it's only one pipe. Yeah, so I mean, we can just cut this, right? Did that work? I don't know how the cut tool works. Slide. I don't think that's working. Like that? Drag. Ah, I saw an actual, like, break between. Yeah, okay. So do I need to do that over here? Or is this fine? My original, like, my understanding of how to kickstart this system. No, on the same pipe. Okay. We'll do that there. So it's not connected on both sides. Same tile. This one. So you are left with one pipe. I mean, I can cut that. I don't think that's what you need. Up. I'm just gonna cut all these. Cut this. Or cut this. I'm just gonna cut both of these. Try and empty this. We shouldn't be running around right now. We should be figuring this out. Empty, deconstruct. Okay. Deconstruct that. Deconstruction underway. If we go F6 again, we can also just deconstruct this little liquid pipe. We'll deconstruct both of those. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I feel like I should have just connected this up to the normal water source. And we would have had it done like last stream. Figuring this out is not self-explanatory. Alright, we got floods. We got floods now. This is a problem. So, do I reconnect? Obviously, I need to take care of this flooding issue, but do I just reconnect everything now? Or maybe just this side here. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to try reconnecting this side. Just like that. And then I think all of this other stuff could just be deconstructed. Also, we don't want we don't want this. Let's just deconstruct this. Because I feel like this is also just pushing water out. And we're going to be cleaning this up for the next hour, and I'm probably going to lose somebody else. Which is the opposite of what I wanted. Okay. So let's get rid of the overlay. And let's get the mop tool. Fortunately, it's going down into this water, but we have some contamination, it looks like. That's a big problem. Yeah, I know, Aether. This is brutal. They're having a real hard time around here, but so am I. Alright, now use some of those materials to build this pipe back. Because I want to see this system working. Don't die, don't die. Yeah, fingers crossed here. It doesn't look like it's working. Deconstruct, please. And get rid of that. We don't want that doing anything. Did you ever pay reparations to the family? I did not, no. I think I would need to figure out a way to be profitable in order to do something like that. Okay, so this is not working. If we go to F6, it's just not doing anything. I mean, I could try coming into this other line, but also I'm not sold on this whole system. I don't think I understand it well enough. I might just disconnect it and just do normal pump action. That might be the strat. So the water sieve is that under refinement? Produces clean water from polluted water using sand. I mean, what we could do is we can put the output. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to move the output from the sieve into our fresh pool, and then we're going to pump up from our fresh pool into the skimmer. I think that is the better strat at this point. So what we want is we want the outlet. Let's go to pipes. We want the outlet of this to come here, here, here. In order to do that, we're gonna need ladders. Let's just put a ladder there for safety. Safety ladder, we call it. Okay. And then we're also going to want, under plumbing, we are going to want a vent. Okay. Then on the skimmer, where is this? We'll just grab more pipes. On the inlet, what we're going to do is we're going to come... We're not doing that. We are going to come down here. And then we are going to throw a water pump in. And that is here. Okay. And then we're also going to need power for this pump. And I feel like I might be sacrificing people by building all this. But it looks like it's pretty safe for them to get back and forth. I guess the last thing I can do is let's just put some more bridges here. Or some more ladders. Just make it a little safer. And then we unpause. Was there something else that still needed to be disconnected from this system? This liquid pipe can be deconstructed. Deconstruct. Yeah, OSHA's gonna be happy. The issue is it's not really wheelchair accessible. Got to work on that. I'm not sure what the solve is there. Did you know, Aether? I'm actually OSHA certified. I mean, it's probably lapsed at this point, but at one point I was. I know all about ADA and everything else. Okay, looking back at the plumbing, I feel like a lot of this is unnecessary. I think we deconstruct the liquid pipes. Deconstruct. Did I get the right item? Liquid pipe, deconstruct. Liquid pipe, deconstruct. Okay. And then there was another connection up here. Do we still want that? I think we still want that connection. What is the Stream Voice channel on Discord? So that is meant to be a voice channel that anyone can access, and you know, long term, we probably don't want just anyone to access. But when I'm playing multiplayer games, I want to be able to just have people come in, and I just want them to be aware that I'm streaming. And so they don't come in and say anything that's too terribly inappropriate or, you know, private. So that's kind of what that channel is for. And then the other voice channel is just for, you know, if I'm just hanging out chatting with people, we can be a little more open there. All right, well, we have made a little progress. By a little, I mean very little, but we have better plans. So I'm hoping that this system works, and then we are getting started on our heavy wire. And we actually have a path here for it now, which will be huge. So we're going to have to come down here and around. We're also going to want to start carving a path up here. So let's do that. Get that all queued up. So we're going to come over here. Something like that. We actually want to get rid of all this stuff, because that's a good resource to have. And then we're going to come up like here. We actually might want to make that a 3. What is this? Fertilizer. Okay. And then while I'm getting this all set up, we also want to consider ladders. Ladders need to be built for all of this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up our heavy power line up through this column. And then we're going to start running transformers and distribution networks out horizontally. All right, we've got water issues again, which is to be expected. We knew this was coming. That is sweep. We want mop. Yeah, no, that is mop. Okay. Yeah, you... Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Why is this still not going? I think everybody's in dig mode, but I want them to be in this mode. Priority 999. There we go. All right, they're doing things. Build the safety ladders. Also go up and get oxygen. This is going to be a lengthy process. Yeah, everybody's cold. I get it. If this is the one thing I get done today, I'm gonna feel pretty good and like actually getting it accomplished. This has been going on for 2 days now. Yeah, that's right, H2. You can do it, Boar? I don't know what Boar is. Bro. Yeah. Yeah, I can do it. We have safety ladders. Anything is possible. No alerts. I'm paying attention to alerts. Also, I need to look at food. What is happening with food right now? Food is being produced. We have a queue of a bunch of things that we don't have ingredients for, but we have a queue. Research, doesn't matter anymore at this point. Like, I don't think I'm ever making it that far. I feel like this colony is going to fall apart horrifically at some point, and that's totally fine. I need y'all to focus a little on ladders, please. Thank you. Thank you. It's so funny to me how entertaining it is just to sit here and watch these guys do labor. Oh, Alt S? Oh yeah. Okay, so normal mode. Normal mode I can go the same level. But Alt S is nice because you can get rid of the overlays, right? Oh no. Oh no. Why'd you make me do that, H2? Now I know how big this place is. That's crazy. And look. I can move. Oh, I think this is the limit though. Like there's a... You see the cursor beneath the cursor? I don't know if that's coming through on stream. But that's crazy. Okay. So we've barely explored is what I'm gathering here. Cursorception, that's right. Yeah, we got regular old floodplains down here. Yeah, Aether, for the finals. Let's get this buttoned up and then we can save and hop over to the finals. I just really want to see this happen. I could fast forward too. We could go a little faster. Cool. Sounds good. Power use 282 watts. Yeah, we're currently overloading our power system. That's why we need this to be breathable down here, so that we can sit down here and work for long hours at a time. Get this all set up. Literally nothing united. Yeah, we're just we're waiting on our guys to get this done. And then once this is completed and we confirm it's working, we're probably going to end well, we're not going to end the stream, but we're going to switch over to another game. And although we did not make a ton of progress today, this will be huge because this has killed 3 of our guys at this point. This area is brutal. And I don't even know that it's the area, it's my mismanagement of the area. I don't think they can get to that. Yeah, I have not died today. That's huge. Things are happening. Things are happening. All right. Let's go normal playback speed. So it does look like we are producing normal water down here. The skimmer is pulling in carbon dioxide and converting it to oxygen via the water. I just want to see this little spot of blue start showing up. So I committed to upgrading my internet. That's recent news. My internet's fast, but I feel like it's been inconsistent, so I opted to pay for faster internet so that I could guarantee speeds. Twitch is always telling me like it'll go from excellent to unstable like throughout the day, and I think that's a bit ridiculous. That is something that is happening in the future, in the coming days, I believe. So I actually don't know if this is not producing oxygen now that I think about it. Uses water to filter carbon dioxide from the air. So what I should really be looking for is this, right? We're seeing the high water mark of the carbon dioxide drop. That's what we're seeing. And then next time what we can do is we can start this, and this is just gonna like ramp up my, yeah, it does seem like it's working. But once I get this set up, this will really ramp up my production of oxygen. But the question is whether it seems like power is going to take a long time to set up. I think we focus this first, even though we're going to be tripping our system like crazy. Especially since this is like we can set this up in a closed loop system, right? It needs initial power. It needs water source is a big issue. But we can get the hydrogen generator to just really start kicking off here. That would be huge. Yes, so this is working. That is great news. Things are about to get a whole lot better for our colony. We pause. Somebody was just suffocating. It must have been this guy here. The message disappeared. Yeah, Meep. Meep, you gotta chill. Like, Don't hang out down there for too long. We've got solutions in place. Don't stress yourself over it, okay? And Ruby's been a hero. Yes. All right. Cool. Well, we made progress. I should try to dedicate a little bit more time tomorrow to playing this. So that we can get a little more progress. Twitch will send you an email once you reach affiliate requirements. Fill out the form they send you. Sign the Twitch affiliate agreement. Boom, you have affiliate. Dope. Yeah, I think all I'm missing now at this point is just consistent viewership. But Mario Maker's like through the roof right now. I've got you know, decent amount of people that are coming to that every time now. So maybe we can convert them to like Oni one of these days. We'll see. All right, we are going to pause it there, and we'll come back to this tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know what my max viewers are, but it's improving dramatically, so I like that a lot. Cool. Aether is just going to take me a minute or two. I'll join you in VC. H2, it was a pleasure hanging out with you. Would love to have you hang out for the other games too, but if you don't vibe with those, that's cool too. I'll hit you up next time I play this. And I am going to switch over. Yeah, fair enough, H2. Yeah, and this just keeps switching to be later and later in the day too. Yeah. Right on, H2, you have a good night. It was a pleasure to see you. All right, we save. Okay. And we quit. I mean, we can save and quit. Just be doubly safe.